YouTube, what's up? YouTube, what's up? This is Zero Nation. What's up, YouTube? This is Zero Nation. And for the live stream, um I will be talking about the future of Power Rangers, what I think it should be, and what it could be. Just in my opinion, because something like on the Power Rangers is something like let me see. The Power Rangers is just a team that family friendly, but also they could be grown up just at the same time, in my opinion. But shucks. But shut time for me, like I don't get the reason why some people don't like the Power Rangers series sometimes. I understand it, but the movies, but I the Mighty Morphin movie, I like that one. I like the first Mighty Morphin movie. I like that one. That wasn't a problem for me. But Turbo, I did not like Turbo. Turbo was a bad movie. I think, in my opinion, it was a bad movie. And Turbo is actually canon, and that's what I don't get. How is Turbo canon? How is Turbo canon, but and Mighty Morphin not? But I understand the reason why it's not canon. But so just for me, that it makes no sense to me that it's not canon. And it plus, in my opinion, if they gotta make, if they gotta make, they gotta make a new universe for Power Rangers, they gotta have to make it for everybody. I think, in my opinion. Because for me, if they don't, that's gonna be a problem. I think, in my opinion, if they don't make it for everybody, because you got to make the Power Rangers on series. I think, in my opinion, grown up, because you don't make it kind of grown up like for kids and teenagers and adults that is who is a fan of it. Because, in my opinion, if you don't make it grown up, I think, in my opinion, that it will be a bad look just for the new people. Um, And plus, for me now, the future of the movies, I think, to me, the Power Rangers movie could be like how could I say this? The Power Rangers, I think, movie could be, it could rival Marvel if they actually do the series right. Because, like, in my opinion, if they actually like go by Zordon actually being the Ranger, the first movie probably can have the first movie probably can go by the origin, the Zordon Eltar, and how he went from being the Ranger onto that. I think, in my opinion, but some people might not like that. But for me, I think it could be a good opportunity just to show people just how the whole Power Rangers series has start. I think, in my opinion, but it's up to y'all at the end of the day. But it's up to the studio at the end of the day. Then just what how they're just gonna do it, because just, I think, in my opinion, like if they do it like the Zordon Eltar one first, like in a series, or like in a movie, I think first, and and put that product and get people invested inside the Power Rangers series and Power Rangers lore. It's not like the comic books is doing, because the comic books is bringing in new fans, and the comic books actually bringing in new fans and bringing in new how can I say this, and bringing in new casual people that wasn't interested, who left the franchise that they were younger, and some of them are actually coming back, going to the comic books and going back look at the shows. But but that's just me. But let's just try to find a news article on it, because I knew there had to be an article or something on it. I knew it was the article. Come on, where is this article at? right here. Oh, that's DC. And oh shucks, not that, not that one, not that one. God, okay, Ranger Command Power Hour. I think that's it's a YouTube channel. Shout out to them for this article. Sins of the Future. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, new feature for Sins of the Future. Destroy the Fate. Oh wait a minute. No, no. Wait a minute now. Not that. Not that. But shucks. But which one is it? Because I know that it was a new article based on the movies. What they're going to do for the movies. Because Harrisboro Executive Tease the Future. Yeah, right there, right there. That's the one I want. Right there. Harrisboro Executive Tease the Future of Power Rangers franchise. Let's just look at this. Yeah, right there. It is the future of the Power Rangers. But yeah, um, let's just see. In this article is by Scott Campbell. We got this. Oh shit! I just hope it's man. I just hope it's true. I just hope it's true. I just hope. I just hope something in this article actually sounds true. Okay. Okay, I see it. Then that rebooted the 2000 wasn't exactly a huge hit. Hoping and just earning just over 200 pop-ups. Offering, not offering, but earning over $100 at the box office after receiving lukewarm reviews, despite Lionsgate John's claim, claiming run up to the movie release and the studio gonna make 5 or 6 or instance. Because that 7 installment plan could work, I think, in my opinion. That 7 plan could work. And plus, I think how did Power Rangers did manage to solid business on both home video and merchandising sale, but the final nail in the franchise coffin seemingly shut down when the parent company Saban sold rights to the brand known as $500 million with Hasbro in May 2018. Yeah. However, and marketing manager Beth Van Ryn offered new details on the future of Power Rangers the French yet again, while determined that several plans to take home project and see if it's good. So, so some would love me to on the movie per se. What I would really say is that we are really looking at it. We are really looking at every opportunity. Let me see. Let me see. Looking at every opportunity. We are planning 2 or 3 years out. We do have a lot in the pipeline. We have lots to get to first. When we talk, we just kind of took it on. We definitely wait. We just kind of took it on. Comma. Okay. So we will definitely have more to come. It's top mind, but as well as we kind of think that where we want to bring the brand. But again, I think we have some plans that are exactly to be excited to share with you when we can. But yeah, definitely, it looks like 2 or 3 year porch and everything that we're doing. Okay, okay. There's a 2 or 3 year plan. Okay. Since it's a 2 or 3 year plan, they got to have about 2 movies planned already. It had to be. And this is one of the scenes I like in the movie. Sound like the suits actually morphing alien suit because for me this suit actually makes sense. Alien type of suit. Since Zoran's an alien, but some people didn't like it. But I did. Let me see. Oh yeah. And I like this cast. And the favorite range in the movie was RJ right there. And plus I also like not but I like the whole cast, but the Red Ranger should have been more trained in martial arts. Because the reason why I am saying the Red Ranger should be trained more in martial arts because you look at just the original show, the Red Ranger and Black Ranger was a martial artist, but the Black Ranger wasn't a martial artist either. But I still like him based on the story he had about his sick mother, him trying to take care of the mother and stuff like that. I think, in my opinion, but some people might not like my opinion on that. But that's just me. And plus, the other thing is that I got that, and for my favorite range was Naomi, and I also like Becky G. I like those two. D was a good cast, but they should have given them a whole nother movie. But the thing is, since it's a multiverse, they can have a second movie really if they're careful. If like is Harrisburg careful, they could bring the same cast back to soft reboot the movie. Just but second villain sound like with Tommy, I think. The soft rebuild it. Just had the Red Ranger just with more skills and stuff like that, helping to fight the Green Ranger in the second movie. Going into the third one, I think in my opinion, that could be work. That could work. But some people might not agree with that. And this is one of the posters just from the 2017. This was the Blue Ranger poster. I like it, that one. That's one of the best ones I saw of the movie. The Black Ranger, because these things show more power than the ones that was in the movie, and that's sad. And the Pink Ranger, she was one of my favorites in the movie, but her motivation wasn't good. But she feel bad for something, but for me, no. And the Red Ranger, and how do this poster show more ability than the movie? Because the movie was good. It did show some fight in the movie and stuff like that, but it seemed like it showed more ability in the movie. On the poster, down the movie is time for speed, but I just don't get that. And the Lula Ranger, and plus, I like these suits, helmets, in the suits itself. I like the suits itself, but the thing is, but some people didn't like it, but I did. And plus, I will put a link in the chat just to see if y'all want to come in and ask me questions based on what I want, what you want in the movie series. I will put a chat in it because for me now, in my opinion, I think come on now, hey, now let me put the if y'all want to come into the chat, if y'all want to come into the chat and answer me questions and stuff like that based on the Power Rangers series, what I think of it and what I think of the posters I see so far, y'all could. But plus, and just in my opinion now, these posters look good, but the movie just showed the March versus showing one time. And these posters look good too because you look at the posters actually look good on here, man. It look good. The posters and stuff look good, but some people, man, the Red Ranger look good. The Red Ranger poster look good. I like that one. And plus, the Blue Ranger just look like he just chilling up in this one. The Lola Ranger, I like the way that this one look with the background, the saber-tooth tiger. She on the back leg of the saber-tooth tiger look good. Everything else, but just me, I'm looking. All these things look good, but the movie didn't measure up, man. The movie was good, but the thing is, this poster right here, that got people in and out. Some people had like it, some people don't. And these suits had divided a franchise that this movie. No, not the franchise itself, but the movie. It had divided the movie. I think, in my opinion, but some people might not. Some people didn't like it. Some people say like an Iron Man, but it didn't because Iron Man don't have a suit like that. But shoot, that's just me. But some people had different opinion. Some people think it's Iron Man because of the stuff in the middle, and plus for me, I don't even get how you get Iron. I get how you get Iron Man, but it's stupid. But it's stupid to say Iron Man anyway. And that just me. I don't get how you. I get how you get Iron Man and stuff like that, but shoot, now I don't. I just don't agree with it. And that just a dumb comparison to me to put this on Iron Man level because these suits is actually better than Iron Man's because these suits actually could protect you from the monsters that they fight. And Iron Man suits can't. But some Marvel fans might not agree with that. But for me, it do. It do show that this movie is better than some Marvel. These suits right here, and plus the Power this movie will come with a franchise. I think that Power Rangers franchise will have more good movies than the Marvel franchise is than the MCU itself. I think, in my opinion, it could have more good movies and it could be more connected tissue. I think for me, it probably could, but some people might like it, some people don't. But that just me, in my opinion, what I think of the Power Rangers franchise. It can do big things if you go by like the comic books that's out. They go by comic books and everything else like that. And plus for the future movies now, I would do like the Zordon or Eltar, that one. But that's just me. But the time for me now, I would do Zordon Eltar. That thing, I would do Zordon Eltar 2-part movie. I think, in my opinion, the original should be a two-part. This should be a two-part movie. I think, in my opinion, but the first movie should be about just how Zordon and his team have formed to fight certain evil. But in the second part too, it should show how Rita just had betrayed the team. If we go by the 2017 movie, if we go by the 2017 Power Rangers movie, Rita just had betrayed them, and she took the how can I say this? She took the green power coin just with Zordon and his team and betrayed him. And she was one of the most powerful. She was the youngest and one of the most powerful ones who wanted power, but she let her lust for power control her, and she had betrayed the team. But the thing is, she is a powerful villain though. But just the next one. But I'm not sure which version of Rita they coming, the 2017 version, or is they try to go by the one that's on the show? Because to time for me, I would bring them up for 2017 version, bring the cast back, and just start to change some stuff around. I think, in my opinion, but that's just me, in my opinion, what I think about the movie and what shit that product that on the product could happen. But shoot, for me, that after the two Zordon went just after part one and two, or the Zordon L Time movie, the third movie would have been about the original Fire Rangers, Jason, Billy, Zach, Trini, and Kimber. Those five. That will be the third movie or second movie in the series, depending on just how Hasbro do it. Because you bring in the original five just for the second movie, because the first movie would have been about origins of Power Rangers, be about the origins of Zordon, and just how Zordon got what he got. Then the second part of it will be Mighty Morphin, just the original five, and plus the third movie, would have been about Tommy and Tommy turning good. I think, in my opinion, and the fourth movie would have been about Tommy becoming the White Ranger, which is my opinion. But some people might not like me saying that Tommy could be the White and Green Ranger, because you look at the show, the original Power Rangers. I think the original Power Rangers should be about a 2 or 3 part movie. I think, because the first one could be about originals, the second one be about fighting Tommy and Tommy turning good. In the second movie, after the original, and third part of the Mighty Morphin would have been about him returning the Green Ranger power, but him turning into the White Ranger. I think, in my opinion, and that could have been one of the but that's just me, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with me at that time. But shoot, just for me, if y'all got any opinions, if if y'all got ideas for a Power Ranger series or movie, be because just for my opinion, the movie is like if you wanted to cross over with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, sound like the show, or you probably can cross over with let me see and you probably cross over with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, or just the Beetleborg. I think, in my opinion, it probably can transform anime YouTube. But just in my opinion, after that 4 part series, I'll bring in Turbo. No. Wait a minute. It was Turbo. After Turbo was Zeo. But the thing is, with Turbo, just with Mighty Morphin, Turbo and Zeo will be in one universe or will it be up in a multi universe? Because you look at it, it was Mighty Morphin, it was Mighty Morphin, it was Turbo, it was Zeo. Those three, no, and just in space, those was the three that was the three Rangers teams that was in one universe. I know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because y'all got any opinions based on the prominent stuff I got? I done said that y'all can put it down below if y'all want to, but sound like for me, right? I'll just would have put I just would have put Zeo, Monty Morphin, yeah, Zeo, Monty Morphin, and Turbo in one universe in the in no wait a minute. Yeah, it was Turbo in space. Those four teams was in one universe I know. But the thing is, I'm not sure about the rest of the teams. It sounds like Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy was in space, and but the thing about that is, I don't know if that's in one universe or that's a multiverse based on that based on that show because that show is based on the same universe as just Mighty Morphin and stuff like that. That could be a good thing. I think, in my opinion, that could be a good thing. But that's just me. Um, but should that just me, in my opinion? But should, but shoot, that just me. But should that just me? That just me, in my opinion. Like you probably can bring certain team, certain teams into one universe, but some people might not like me doing that. Just up, just in my opinion, I would have bring Mighty Morphin, Zeo, in space, and Turbo just in one universe. If you look at the season of Power Rangers, because those seem like those was the early continental, the early the early stuff of Power Rangers. But shoot, that just me. That just me, in my opinion. They what they about to do, I think, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with me on that. But the thing is, y'all can put y'all own opinion down below what y'all think Power Rangers series probably can do, because it sounds like the Power Rangers series probably can do a whole lot after the first movie come out, because you come up with the first movie, the first two movies, and they probably could do a spin-off. What was the Power Rangers doing during that time in between, after, just after Tommy turned good and stuff, I think, in my opinion, and then we can spin off show just off with Tommy, I think, in my opinion. But some people might not like me for saying that. But the thing is, I think that can work. That after the first two or three Power Rangers movies, I'll make a spin-off series, an animated series, or something like that. That can help. Um, that probably can help keep your name just in the, how can I say, keep your name up on the media, up in relevance. I think, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with me in saying that. But shoot, just for me, keep your name in relevance. Keep your name in relevance in the media, and especially if you're Power Rangers and you don't got a whole lot of influence anyway. Now these days, not like you did in the '90s. The Power Rangers need to They need to do anime shows. Then do anime shows and movies. But for me, I just do the movies first. Just just do the first 2, 3, or 4 movies, and just do the anime movie based on spin-off series what they was doing during that time. I think, in my opinion, or after. And then you probably made other movies. Some like the comics, some like Boom Studio comics, some like Shadow Grid. But the thing is, I probably wouldn't make that too early, because you make it too early, that probably can ruin the whole series. But the thing is, I would make at least make sure about 5 or 6 teams is already up Power Rangers before we make Shadow Grid, because you need about 7 or 8 Ranger teams just to help make that needs to make the Shadow Grid series moving. Because you look at the comics and look at the comics, and you try to do a shortcut with it, just 1 or 2 teams, and this won't make sense. Because you need about 5, 6 scenes worth for everything else on this stuff like that, I think, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with me on that. So I will bring together Mighty Morphin, Zeo, In Space, Turbo, but they need a Law Galaxy in there. They need SPD, and they need uh Mystic Force. At least about 7, 18s, and the eighth one would have been Overdrive. And the ninth one, Ninja Steel and Beast Morphers. If they could bring those back in the series, I think, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with me based on that. But shoot, but just in my opinion, I will make all those. Um, I'll make all those. I'll make all those teams based on a multi universe. Since this is Power Rangers, it's a multi universe thing. They can make one Power Rangers movie and make another one, and they just can say that that. But just in my opinion, but just this movie probably can make this amount of money, and this movie just take place in that universe, and this one take place in that. It's not like DC do a multiverse. It's something like that, and you can make more than one team each year if they want to do it like that. Because think about certain teams is the same universe, and you can't do it like that. And some teams you could, but that's just me. But should that just me in my opinion? Like if you want to do that, and that would have been my plan for it. But my next topic I'm about to talk about is DC and what DC might be doing, but I'm not sure what DC doing right now. It was an article on it. I just trying to see here. I am wait until it come up. Yeah, Mike could be acting up sometimes. Yep. And here's everything by comicbook.com. Let's just see everything that coming. See here everything to Jackson Fairwear. Okay. 21 releases. Some of the DC probably range from animated to blockbusters. Okay. The Dark Knight in particular get a bunch of movies. Yep, I noticed that because shit all Batman is each and was seen like the made Batman movies. Cause see like Batman movies get more respect than else, in my opinion. What February first? Wait a minute, February first, and 89. Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Batman, 1989. Like that's my best Batman, in my opinion. But some people like Michael Keaton, some people like Christian Bale. But I feel Batman's Ben Affleck. And number two, the movies that come February first also is Batman Return and a Burton follow to the Batman Dark Knight face off against Catwoman and the Penguin. This movie marked the final on-screen appearance. Date of Mark Keaton Batman set to return in Flash. Yep, this movie is it's coming to and Batman and Keaton Man is coming to Flash. I think in my opinion, it is coming to Flash. Man Forever, the one with the Riddler. Jim Carrey actually a good Riddler in my opinion. But think about some people didn't like Jim Carrey as the Riddler, but me, I actually like him as the Riddler. And he probably could come back and just be a villain. I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, which villain, which superhero he could have been Hush, Riddler, and Death a Superman villain. He could have been one of them good ones or one of them good stuff. I think I don't know what. Really got Bat Robin on this? And that's one of the worst ones, but but it's on there. George Clooney take over. Face off against Uma Thurman, Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh yeah, I remember this one. And, that jump, how they say just say certain stuff while teaming up with Robin, Chris O'Donnell, and Batgirl, and Alicia Silverstone. It wasn't a bad movie, but they didn't. February first. Oh, hey, how was coming out February first? The Batman Brave and the Bold. I think that's a show. Yeah. I think it's a show. The fan favorite. Yes, I knew it. I didn't even have to read heroes throughout DC. DC Universe is set to draw numerous animated next. If y'all got any questions about the shows coming up, that y'all type your answers in, y'all can put. But in February, Justice League animated. Oh yes, I like this show. This is one of the best DC shows ever made. But all them heroes made together, I think this one's in. Nope, not it's not actually. It's still a month away. But rather the Justice League, the animated series that had fallen off the ground, staring and Superman is headed your way soon. Okay, that's true. And don't be editing none either, because I know doing it. Wait a minute. I think that's the second one that's after Justice League. Yeah, I'm right. That is the second Justice which expands and the scope of stories being told is set to hit February 1st. Damn, how many movies hit February 1st though? That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of shows. February 1st, Steve. Ooh, I like that movie. This is one of the best Superman movies that I've seen. That is one of the best Superman movies I've seen, in my opinion. That is one of the best Superman movies, man. Man of Steel. I like that movie. Then he actually showed his powers by fighting. He'll force make a hard choice. But the thing is, he had to kill Zod, but if he didn't kill Zod, he probably just knock him out. Where fifth Aquaman. So fifth is Aquaman, and the other one, how should I say this? Static Shock February 15th. What in the world? Wait a minute. February 15th? Fifth is Aquaman. Yeah. New Aquaman. We got Aquaman, all these Batman shows and movies and shows, stuff like that. But then Batman seemed to get more respect than anybody else. I don't get that. Remember the years, it's not omnipresent as the Batman animated series, but it struck a very different tone when it debuted between Batman Beyond. I just don't get that. I just don't get the reason how all these they just got being just the limited Justice League. That's the only respect respect and Superman did get his respect in the first Man of Steel movies, but the thing is, he never got his other movie. Just why this Batman guy just got stuck out to playing him already, which don't make no sense, in my opinion. But it's just me. Some people might like me saying it, some people might not. But for me, I wouldn't do it. Me, in my opinion, but I like it. Some people don't. But shoot, that just in y'all opinion. Oh, instant locals, how y'all doing? If y'all want to come in, y'all click the link if y'all want to. But it seems like all these Batman shows and movies is getting these HBO slots, and Warner Bros. Seem like that they only care about Batman. Seeing like all these Batman shows and movies and stuff like that. Hmm. Never mind. So I'm good. Let me go back. But shoot, that's just me in my opinion. Some people might not like me saying like these shows and stuff like that. Might not Be, because it seemed like that but it seemed like HBO care about the Batman series better than that. It seemed like they care about the Batman series. They care about Batman animated series. They got the Justice League. They got all the other series that is centered around Batman, all stuff for Justice League, Aquaman, and Man of Steel. But it seems, like everybody and everything revolving around Batman is getting more love than everything else. But sure, I just don't get the reason why that Batman get more shine than everything else. I think, in my opinion. But shoot, I just don't get it because y'all want to that because you look at Warner Brothers and put a catalog. Batman isn't everything. Batman is an imagined movie. Batman is with Superman in one movie. Batman is with everything to get it. And I don't get the reason why they always get all these stuff. Batman get all this love, but Superman can't get a second movie. I just don't get it. Superman should be able to get his movie. And plus, I just don't get the. And plus, I don't get how Superman get his movie. Superman just can't get a movie, but Batman just get a second movie. I said how? Batman getting his second of origin going out, but we can't even get a second Superman movie right now. Not even filming. And plus, I know Witcher 2 just while filming that Henry Cavill got hurt, as this was reported, but which make no that if he hurt and he can't make the Superman movie. But the thing is, Warner Brothers should have been give this man a contract for him to be able to make a movie. But some people think I'm wrong for that. But shoot, but the thing about me is like if I was on Warner Brothers, I would have made my 2 Superman movies already, at least about 2 or 3, because you need one. Wonder Woman 1, Wonder Woman 2 is in the 1980s. The plus Wonder Woman 3 is gonna be up in modern, I think, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with that. But the third one is gonna be in modern times. If they're gonna do that one, if they're gonna do that, I think, in my opinion. But some people might not agree with it. But it's time for me. I would have made a whole lot of movies. A whole lot of movies and shows, I think, in my opinion, that I would make a Superman. Green Lantern don't even got a movie yet. Green Arrow don't got a movie. Cyborg don't got a movie. And put they did Matisse, Martian Manhunter already. I know by behind the scenes, like Zack Snyder said, that this general is Martian Manhunter. I said okay. I saw that behind the scenes and stuff like Zack Snyder said that man, the general man in Man of Steel supposed to be how could I say? Dang, what name of that? Supposed to be Martian Manhunter. Supposed to be Martian Manhunter. I hope I say the name right, because like time for me, if you gotta make him Martian Manhunter and you didn't have if you didn't make a second movie, that is very disappointing. I think, in my opinion, very disappointed in that. I think, in my opinion, if that supposed to be Martian Manhunter, that General Black man that was in the Man of Steel movie, and you didn't tease him at the end or nothing, that he could have helped, like in the Superman Batman movie, because we all know that Martian Manhunter character is like he won't let nobody destroy the planet like he did his. If you've seen it and stuff, if you've seen the how can I say this? If you've seen everything, if he's seen what his dramatic term of like his family died and stuff like that, I think in my opinion, but it should have been to me like how can I say this? If they're gonna make a Man of Steel movie, they should make Man of Steel 2 instead of Batman v Superman. But then I still like Batman v Superman as a movie. But the thing is, some things in the movie don't make no sense. Some things do, some things don't. But the thing is, if y'all got a question about me, just about DC, Star Wars, or anything, then sure. And y'all can type in the comments if y'all got any questions for me down below. If y'all got questions, because like in my opinion, like I think the next DC movie coming out, the Suicide Squad movie is gonna be good. I think in my opinion, and they can make if they're making the Flash movie, and they made man, those suckers better make the Flash run right. They better make the Flash run right, because in my opinion, the Flash I seen for that trailer, he cannot run. Flash cannot run. The ones I see in the movie, because like the one in the show now, he can run a little bit better. But the one that was in Justice League, that Flash cannot run. Because think about it, he just one of them type of heroes. The Flash is one of them heroes. Like you gotta know how to run, act, and everything else. And in my opinion, because you can't run and you don't look like using shape to play that role, and you still playing it, I would have been mad. Because like for the and like for if they looking for the Power Ranger movie that's coming out in the future, they say. But the thing is, if they're looking for a Green Ranger, right here, I am putting my name in the running just from the Green Ranger. If anybody looking, for the Green Ranger, just from the new Power Ranger movie, because like for me, I just would have make a new. I just would have make a new universe, just for the Power Ranger universe, and just for DC. Um, just for DC, I just would correct some stuff, reboot some stuff in it. But the thing is, I still would keep the same universe with some redoing. And plus, in my opinion, I think that Wonder Woman is getting too much. How can I say this? It's just getting too much hate. I think, in my opinion, based on a movie that was actually good. That was actually a good movie. I think, in my opinion, the Wonder Woman movie. The Wonder Woman movie is actually good. But some people might not agree with me in the movie being good. But the thing is, the Wonder Woman movie was actually good, in my opinion. But if y'all got any questions y'all want to ask me, y'all can type it in, or y'all can come in just by clicking on the link, just on the chat, everything else like that. If y'all got a question, then ask me. Because like for me, I gave the Wonder Woman movie a B minus. That is my grade for the movie. The Wonder Woman movie. Because like for me, right, I think the movie was actually good, but the movie wasn't better than the first. It was not better than the first Wonder Woman movie, I think, in my opinion. But some people just might agree with me in saying that, and some people might not. But time for me, I don't think the second Wonder Woman movie is better than the first. But the thing is, I still like the second one. But the thing is, some people are taking this movie and trying to make it out to be some kind of political mess, which don't make no sense. Because think about it, why would you try to make this movie political? This wild, it make no sense in my opinion to make this movie political. I think in my opinion, because it make no sense. Because you look at Captain Marvel, the Captain Marvel movie was Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Adam, that's all right. The thing, the scream is, it's going good. Oh yeah, it's going good. It's going good, Adam. But such that, but thing, just in my opinion, I think these, I think some people is taking some of these, is taking, is just taking certain stuff that wasn't in Wonder Woman movie, and they try to turn it into some kind of political statement, which don't make no sense. Because you shouldn't try to be making a movie some kind of political statement while this movie just not trying to do that. But so, like in my opinion, if you gotta make the movie some kind of political statement, at least try to make it a true one. Because some people try to say like this movie is worse than Captain Marvel, which is not true. Because I think about the Captain Marvel was just an average movie, and that's a C minus. And for the Wonder Woman, it's a B minus movie. And that should tell you the kind of bias that some people coming in with. Because it sounds like, in my opinion, that if you gotta say this cap that this big old Wonder Woman movie is better than the first, is this Wonder Woman movie is worse than the Captain Marvel movie, which make no sense in my opinion. It makes no sense. But should that just me? Like for the big old Wonder Woman movie, it's way better than the Captain Marvel movie. I think, in my opinion. But some people just might like me saying that this movie is not worse than Cap Marvel. But the thing is, this movie is still good. I think, in my opinion, the Wonder Woman 84. Because you probably check my last streams I had just about the big old just about the big old Wonder Woman movie. I actually gave it a B minus, and you can check my other screens and stuff like that about it. And plus, in my opinion, based on the other DC movies, if I can come out, we need a Cyborg movie. We need a Cyborg movie, and we need a Flash movie. Till we get the Flash movie, we already got an Aquaman movie. If we get an Aquaman 2, and we already got a Wonder Woman 2. And we need a Superman movie, a second Superman movie, and we need a Batman movie. But I'm just not sure which Batman they're using, Ben Affleck Batman, or if they're using Robert Pattinson Batman, which will make no sense to put the Batman up in a separate universe. That make no sense to do that because, like in my opinion, um if you gotta put Robert Pattinson up in a separate Batman movie, um, but plus in my opinion, you should bring back Ben Affleck just at this Earth Batman. I think, in my opinion, but some people might not like me for saying that. But that's just me. If y'all got any questions y'all want to ask me, that y'all can ask me down below. If y'all got any questions to ask me about DC, Marvel, or just other stuff. But something like for me, deal with Marvel. I like Marvel. I like Marvel and everything else like that. But time for me, like certain stuff from Marvel, I don't like. Some like everybody hyping out WandaVision. Like I look at the show, it's not as good as everybody hyping up to me. It's a good show, but it's not hype up everything that everybody claims to be hype up about. The WandaVision show, the first two episodes just been about a funny comedy show. It's just funny and comedy, in my opinion. It's just funny, comedy, and everything else. But some people just might agree with me and say that it's a funny comedy, like in the first two episodes. But just the third one, it seemed like it's getting into the story, And plus the black lady came in, she changed and she said some Ultron had killed her brother Petro. Then she just out then she just kicked her out. She kicked the lady out, Miss Jerry Jean, I think. Oh shit. I don't know the lady's name because this show is so confusing. I think in my opinion, but sure, that's just me. In my opinion, I that and and plus, once the series over, I would do a live. I will do a live if I like the whole show or not. Just look out for that in the future because think about it. If y'all want to, if y'all want to be just on a live with me discussing the show once the show over, then y'all can then y'all probably could tweet me or just email me on my YouTube channel or just or y'all can just tweet me and stuff like that or just Instagram me if y'all want to be in just on a live stream review once the show over, once I go live on it, if y'all want to. But thing about it, just for me, like for Marvel, if you gotta bring in WandaVision, everything like that, just to change everything around, then just for me, how are you supposed to introduce the X-Men? That's the question I got, because you want to introduce the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and you want some of the if you want some of the other shows to come back too, some of the other old heroes to come back too. Sound like Captain America talking about he come back, Iron Man talking about he might come back. But shoot, man, that's gonna be confusing once this show is over. Because the thing about it, the thing that probably should come back is DC. No, not DC, but the hero probably should come back. I don't think it's Captain America. Because like Captain America should even went back to the past because that was me. I said past the past and this is future the future. But that's just me. But shoot, that's just me in my opinion. What I think about the One Division show is getting good at third episode, but it's time of this fourth episode pussy coming out. I might be asleep by the time the episode come out. I'll look at it tomorrow though. But think about it, I'm not going to review this show episode by episode. I'm just gonna wait to the series and just while I'm looking at it and just at the end of the show. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. If I don't like it, if I rant about it, I don't want no One Division fans coming in here with no disrespect. But that's just me, in my opinion. Uh, like no, like nobody should be coming in with this disrespect because I don't like the One Division show so far. Because the show is going too slow. Because the first two episodes should have been the first one, and the second episode should have been the third episode. And plus, it probably should go on and go on. And it probably should go on and go on stuff. I think, in my opinion, but some people might not like me saying like this show, like like these show first two episodes were a waste of time. Because some Marvel fans might not like me for saying that, but for me, it's true. The first two episodes of One Division should have been one episode, and the second and the third episode should have been a second, and so forth and so forth. And it could have been like 8 episodes, I think. But I don't get the reason why they did the first two episodes as separate episodes, and they could do them as one, just as an hour premiere type of thing. But it seemed like they wanted to do something else. I think, in my opinion. But sure, some people just might like the show by the end. But for me, this show middle and ending better be good. Because this show end if if the middle on Wanda or doing the Wanda show just don't make no sense to do with the dialogue and anything like that. if they don't make no sense, and plus the Marvel fans let that go, and they had the just audacity just to just judge Wonder Woman, I would have a problem with that because you supposed to be consistent on all fronts. You got to be consistent from one thing to another. Because you're not consistent, then people will notice if you're not consistent. I think, in my opinion, if you're not consistent um about your level of critique for certain stuff because you're a fan of that, but so just for me, that just be wrong. I think, in my opinion, if you a fan of this and just don't and you don't judge it as hard as you do that one because because you're just a fan of that brand. Me, the thing to me, I am just consistent just on all fronts. I am consistent on all fronts. I will do this one. I would judge this show the same way I would judge that show based on the same, and both of them superhero shows and both of them action. I would judge on both of them the same way. I wouldn't judge on both of them differently just because I'm just a fan of that one, just a fan of that brand, but I'm just not a fan of the other one. But that's just me. But should that just me? That just me. That just me in my opinion. That's just how I judge the. But some people on YouTube, man, they just the thing about it. Some people on YouTube just wouldn't judge. It just judge one stuff. It just judge one stuff more than the other. But then some people might not agree with me just by saying that it judge one thing worse than the other. But the thing is, in my opinion, like you shouldn't judge a show worse than the other because you just don't like the company stuff. I think, in my opinion, because you should judge that company show based on that show. But that's just me, in my opinion. That's just me, in my opinion. That just how you should judge a show. But shoot, that's just me. And YouTube, I am about to end the stream. I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all later. I see y'all later and see y'all next time.